Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Luplow is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year and keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Row, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting third, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Back up the middle. Well, he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Row, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Indians leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up in Cleveland, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it. Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Number 31.
Striding in, Corey Dickerson. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Digging in now, Rhys Hoskins. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Puig's got a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. In now is Yasiel Puig, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The windup and the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And there's out number 2.
The designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the short end. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. And he's got it. Reaching into the camera well and brought it back.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out. A pop-up to start the inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Into center field. Line drive base hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Gene Segura standing in, and it's fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Fouled away. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. In the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now that's popped up. Lindor moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Comes set, the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jordan Luplow, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The right fielder.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Luplow.
The 0-2 delivery. Down the first baseline. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth.
Striding into the box, Roberto Perez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Jose Ramirez stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
He's not going to be happy with the execution of that pitch at all. I wouldn't be shocked if it's time for the catcher to go out and talk to him. Get him to bend his back and drive the ball down in the zone a little bit more.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Indians go down 1-2-3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Luplow is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 31, Corey Dickerson.
So digging in now, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Luplow sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. In now for Cleveland, number 35 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. So now Carlos Santana, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his arm.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail this one 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Number 7.
First offering on its way.
Franco.
This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here.
Now
First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. A jumping catch at second for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box, number 73, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1. In the dirt here. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A 1-1 count to Puig. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Into the box now, Devin Travis. He popped out in his first trip. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dickerson's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Hernandez.
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Jay Bruce will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Well hit deep down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay on the second, but he's in safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
I guess that's what you call a one-man gang. Blasted a home run earlier in the game and gets the double this time around. If he can get a little help from his friends, they could do some serious damage.
In now, Corey Dickerson, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Bruce stands at second with two gone. Belted high and deep into right center. And this will bang up against the wall. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco. He swings and grounds it to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Phillies lead this one 3-0. So striding forward now, Jordan Luplow will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
No balls and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 34 home runs now on the year. And the Indians are now on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop on their bat and they can go deep.
Into the box now, number 35, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning continues.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Indians able to get one back thanks to the home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Carlos Carrasco is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Number 35 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, number 73.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 73. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Luplow coasts under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hang on to it. Digging in once again, Yasiel Puig. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yasiel Puig.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Again, a 1-2. Now a big swing by Puig, and he got a lot of this one out to deep left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Devin Travis.
Now in the box, Devin Travis, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Coming to the plate now, Jordan Luplow. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Indians 1. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
First delivery to him on the way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jay Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches as the lead remains 3-1. Digging in, Roberto Perez will begin things here against Aaron Nola.
The catcher, Roberto Perez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the up.
Drives it to deep right field. Harper looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Number 35 is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. And the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Ground ball right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, and hold on there, that's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. A 1 pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. Harper will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
The batter.
Here's Carlos Santana now. We'll go with things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Jose Alvarez enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. He got him, and the tying run is left stranded at third. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a 1-run game. We've played 8 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Indians. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one is gone, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
In now, Rhys Hoskins, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Puig's got a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Settling in now, Maikel Franco. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopper foul. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Andrew.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up, and an easy ground ball as the result.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Number 21 for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal.
Please.
James Hoyt takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
50. James Hoyt.
Into the box now, number 73. Push softly over toward the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Phillies lead it 5-2. Ready once again, Yasiel Puig. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. And there's one away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, anytime you can get through 7 innings, Matty V, that's really a good quality start. Into the 8th inning, wasn't able to get out of the 8th, but he's still in line for the win. Needs a little help from his guys in the bullpen now.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
First offering on its way. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's gone 3 for 6. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jordan Luplow.
Striding in once again, Jordan Luplow. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Travis is off at first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Roberto Perez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. 5-2 the final today. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Aaron Nola picks up his team leading 13th win.